War.
One, two, three, 12, 13, 14 matches.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jay the Creative. Welcome to Wrestlemania Sunday.
I'm Angie champion because at this point, Johnny Gargano has won the championship, and I'm very happy. Well, and if he hasn't won the championship, then he still did because he did. So I'm Angie champion.
Anyway, welcome to Culture 316. This is our WrestleMania special. I don't know if this is episode 111 or not, but it is the WrestleMania special. We're going to be.
Let's say it's 110.2. 0.5.
0.5, technically. But anyway, we're going to be talking about our WrestleMania predictions. So let's get started. And what is match number 1?
Alrighty, so kickoff match. Cruiserweight champion Buddy Murphy defends against Tony Nese.
All right, I'm going to go with Tony Nese on this one. Tony's in his hometown, New York. Well, New York, New Jersey.
He's from New York.
He's from Long Island. So we definitely are going to see a hometown hero story. He's definitely going to win that title. I feel like Buddy has had a great reign. I feel like after his fatal 4-way match at the Royal Rumble, I feel like he has really nothing else left to prove. But it is time for 205 Live to be in different hands to keep the championship interesting and to keep the division vibrant. I do feel like he's going to be on a different brand, though. That's just like my little prediction, though. How do you feel?
I'm going to say Tony Nese as well.
All right.
I mean, it just, Buddy Murphy again. Buddy Murphy's had a great reign with the championship. I feel like Buddy Murphy should end up on Raw or SmackDown Live. So, yeah, that is how I feel about that one. On to the next one. WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. You have people like Naomi, Asuka, unfortunately, Mandy Rose. All the people who don't have a match on the card are in this match right here. Who do you have in mind?
Asuka. Because they owe it to her. I definitely see Asuka winning that Battle Royal for sure. Yeah, I see Asuka winning. That's it.
Honestly, it doesn't matter because they're not going to do anything with the person who wins. They didn't do anything with Naomi last year. But I'm going to say Asuka as well.
All right.
Next match, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. What is this, like the 5th annual?
Yeah, because it started at WrestleMania 30. So I'm going to go with Andrade. I think Andrade is going to win. For sure. Considering the big push he's about to get. If he does get a push.
Well, I mean, yeah, because the push that Mojo Rawley got 2 years ago was so incredible. Yeah, and the push that Big Show got 20 years into his career.
But did Big Show really need a push?
No. Yeah, and what about the push Cesaro got? Didn't he win the WWE title? Yeah. I don't care. It's going to be, it's going to be one of the SNL geeks. I say one of those two.
Really?
They're going to eliminate Braun Strowman last minute.
That would be interesting.
That would be annoying.
That would be, but still interesting.
On to the main show, we have SmackDown Tag Team Championships as the Usos defend against Aleister Black and Ricochet, The Bar, and Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev in a Fatal 4-Way match. This is another Fatal 4-Way tag match on the card. They should have put the Hardys in there and made it a Fatal 5-Way, but who cares?
But I mean, first off, I feel like this is going to be a sleeper match because
this should have been a ladder match.
This should have been a ladder match, but I feel like it only should have been a ladder match if the Hardys were in it. But that's not the point.
They should have added the Hardys.
But I feel like this is going to be a really good match. I feel like this is going to be a sleeper, and I do feel like Aleister Black and Ricochet are going to win the titles. I feel like they're going to win.
Really?
Yes, I feel like they're going to win. Considering that, I mean, if we were correct and Ricky Black losing at TakeOver, I feel as if they're going to win the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
Okay.
Because that would just be a moment. Whew, that would be a moment.
That would be pretty cool.
Imagine
the first WrestleMania, they're on the main card.
And they win the tag titles.
They win the tag. That's insane. Toss it up in the air. Who wins? Usos retain. Why not?
I wouldn't be mad at that. Next match. Yeah.
We have the Intercontinental Champion Bobby Lashley defending against the Demon Finn Balor. I think this goes on late. I mean, even though it does get very dark.
Demon Finn.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Even though it does get very... I feel like this match should go on a little later in the show, though.
Because for the Demon's entrance.
Yeah, to let it get darker
so
the Demon can, really have, like, an entrance.
Yeah. But I think Demon Finn is going to win.
Yep.
Demon Finn for the win. Yeah.
Next, we have Kurt Angle's farewell match against Baron Corbin.
This is going to be a good match. Oh, well, I think it's going to be a swerve, but I feel like regardless of who's going to be in the match, Angle is definitely going to win. That's just that.
He almost said this was going to be a good match.
Listen.
Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. I really don't care. This should not be Kurt Angle's final match. But
that's why I think it's going to be a swerve.
I'm going to say Baron Corbin because you know that's what Vince wants to do. It's just, I feel like that's what's going to happen. United States Championship. Samoa Joe defending against Rey Mysterio. Who do you have in line?
Ray's gonna win it. I do feel like I think Samoa has had a couple of defenses. I feel like they're trying to make the U.S. Championship interesting again, which they have done a really good job at over the past couple of months because they've been putting on these great matches. I just feel like it would be good for Ray to win and then go up against Andrade and have Andrade win it.
I agree. Rey Mysterio.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Next, we have the battle for the house that is SmackDown Live.
I think this is going to be a dream match, number one.
It is a dream match, and also their promo on Tuesday was really dope. I love the drug test line. I was like,
oh yeah. Nah, I felt that.
That meme.
Yeah, that joint, that had me like, oh, nah. And the funniest part about it is I think this is probably one of the best built Mania matches on the card, if not the best.
This and another one.
But no, it wasn't like too much. It wasn't too little. I think it was just right. Mm-hmm. I think that AJ's going to come out on top, though. On top.
This is hard. What is AJ at WrestleMania? AJ is...
He's half and half. Wins and losses.
2-2?
2-2.
He won last year.
He won at
33.
No, he's 2-1. 2-1.
He's 2-1 because he lost at 30.
Lost to Jericho.
Lost his first WrestleMania. I say Randy Orton. Last year he lost. I feel like they're probably going to throw him a bone and give him this win. Probably to elevate, not necessarily elevate him, but I do think that we will see a Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston match. Prediction spoiler. Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. Like, that's a built-in story on its own. They could even use real life into that.
Absolutely. I also feel like a Randy versus Kevin Owens feud, since he's on like this whole indie wrestlers trip. I think that can be something that's plausible.
Cool. Yeah. Coming up next, we have the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships as Sasha Banks and Bayley, the Boston Hug Connection. Thank you.
I had to make sure you got that right because sometimes you just be...
I'm sorry. Did he have to make sure that I got that right? At this point, by the time you're seeing this, I've already met the Boston Hug Connection. I have a picture with the Boston Hug Connection. And Johnny Gargano. So don't disrespect me. I'm weak. Sasha Banks and Bayley, the Boston Hug Connection, defend against the Divas of Doom, Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus the Iconics, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay versus the Samoan Slaughterhouse, Nia Jax and Tamina. Who do you have and why?
Boston Hug is going to retain. Point blank period. Nia's going to run into Nia's going to run into a post and be knocked out for the rest of the match as always. I feel like Beth is going to have a great performance. I feel like the Iconics are going to be funny as all can get out, and I just appreciate them and I love them so much. But I do feel like Boston Hug is going to go in for the win. I feel like I can see Sasha or Bayley either tapping out or pinning Beth Phoenix. He's going to do this for the rest of my analysis. But yeah, I feel like Boston Hug is going to retain on this one. It's going to be a good WrestleMania moment for them.
I think Boston Hug retains. I don't know who when. I don't know who does what, but I definitely think that finish that they did. What are you doing?
I was head bopping.
Oh. That finish that they did at Evolution where Bailey hit the elbow and Sasha hit the frog splash, they should bring that back for this Mania match for this moment.
That would be
because, like, as I was saying in my TakeOver predictions, I feel like the standalone NXT TakeOver show in San Jose
is going to lead
in
to
June is going to lead to the Sky Pirates, Io Shirai, and Kairi Sane versus... Yeah, I saw that picture earlier. Io Shirai and Kairi Sane versus Sasha Banks and Bailey.
Is that on Triple H's page? I hope it was. No, it wasn't.
It was on Stephanie's page.
I'm about to check.
I saw it on her Twitter.
Anyway, what's the next match?
So we both think Boston Hug. Next match is Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. What do you have in mind?
First of all, this is going to be a really good match. Like, I am thoroughly looking forward to this match. This may be Roman's best match at Mania. Because I feel like Drew is the big man that can match his... Drew is essentially the anti-Roman. He's as athletic, if not more, as powerful, if not more, but he's just sadistic and he's sick, and that's what I love about Drew McIntyre. I feel like Drew's gonna win. I feel like Drew's gonna win. I feel like, because like you can't have him go through just 2 members of the Shield and then like just stop at Roman after he's been feuding with Roman for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Roman already has a victory over Drew, couple victories. I feel like Drew, and I feel like this is gonna be the match that makes a case for Drew to be a Universal Championship contender or WWE Championship contender.
I think you're forgetting that his opponent is Roman Reigns.
No. I feel like he's gonna win. I feel like this is gonna be the shocker of the night. This is gonna be like the whoa, obviously not like streak ending surprise level, but it's gonna be like all right. Cool.
Roman at WrestleMania is WrestleMania singles matches is 2-2.
I feel like he's gonna. I still feel like he's gonna lose it, but I feel like you think that Roman's gonna win it.
I'm inclined to agree that Drew would win because I feel like Drew should win.
Yeah.
But we cannot forget that this is Roman Reigns, and we're finally at a place where the people are cheering for Roman Reigns.
Absolutely.
So I feel like Vince would be the guy to be like, why not have Roman win while he's in a place that the people would cheer him? The way you explained it, I do think that Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins, another spoiler, Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins are going to go in and have a pretty dope match at the NXT, what am I talking about? Where am I? I think Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins are going to go in and have a pretty good match if at the next pay-per-view, if not, maybe a pay-per-view after that, because I know they're doing another Saudi show, which I'm probably not going to watch. But, yeah, you know what? I'll say Drew McIntyre as well.
There we go.
I'll bite the bullet.
Yeah. And the next match is?
Next match is probably one of the best-built WrestleMania matches. It's still not a match I super care for, but it's Shane McMahon versus The Miz.
Yes.
In a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Miz is going to win. I feel like Miz is going to win.
You think so?
I think that Miz is going to win.
I think Shane McMahon is going to win.
I honestly believe that Miz is going to win. I feel like he's going to win because he is the emerging face on SmackDown Live. And I also feel as if Shane, because Shane is still considered an authority figure, I feel like this win over Shane would give Shane reasons to continue to kind of tamper with Miz. Because I know that Miz is going to be like, well, now that Shane's out of my way, I'm going to set my sights on the WWE. So, like, now, if he gets a win over Shane, that's a reason for Shane to kind of be like, I'm going to tamper you, and I'm going to get one over on you because I'm going to get the last laugh in this. So, off of those grounds alone, I'm going to say Miz is going to win.
Do you because I'm of 2 minds of this. I think Shane could possibly win.
Yeah.
But I could also say that Miz would win probably with the help of his dad. Because you know what? Miz is going to win.
Miz is going to win.
With the help of George Mizanin, who is probably the best person on the planet.
On the planet Earth.
Miz and Mrs. is the best show on television.
I'm going to watch it because I haven't watched it.
Maurice's mom, Marjo, is so funny. It's just
Maurice is the woman to have a mother named Marjo. They're just the best.
That show.
I love them.
So I'm gonna go with The Miz with the help of George Mizanin or Mr. Miz. They're going to beat Shane McMahon, and then Shane is gonna make Miz's life a living hell for the next probably 3 to 4 months.
I came to play.
Next is a match that I don't necessarily care for either, but it's pretty good for those who have nostalgia. Triple H versus Batista.
I'm so looking forward to this match. I'm looking forward to this match.
Batista's promo.
Oh, it's Monday. Oh my God.
Hunter, kiss my ass. Like, oh, okay.
Because that's just like Hollywood Batista. That's prime Hollywood Batista. And I'm looking forward to this match.
There was a report that Batista would get put, if they can agree, he would get another match at SummerSlam and he'd get pushed. And I'm just like, well, yeah.
I would want to see Batista more. If he can go in the ring, he can go in the ring.
And if they do that, I'll know that this is strategically done because Avengers comes out in 3 weeks. Even though he's not necessarily featured in that movie for real, we don't know what happens in the movie. If they manage to bring his character back, you now have people who are only into Marvel movies and not into wrestling. Like, Batista, he's in a Marvel movie. Oh, that's Drax. Now he's fighting Triple H. Who do you think is gonna win though?
No, Triple H.
Triple H?
Triple H is gonna win because I don't see Triple H retiring anytime soon.
I think it's too many babyface wins that we have. I'm gonna dilute that with a heel win.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say Batista's gonna win, and maybe they have one more match at SummerSlam, and that's where Hunter wins and maybe gets his career back. But Hunter, I feel like can be just an on-screen guy and just be an on-screen guy,
right.
So, yeah, so you have Hunter, I have Batista.
Yep.
All right. Coming up next, we have one of the 3 main events of this show. We have the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar defends the title against Seth Rollins, the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble. Who do you have and why?
Seth Rollins, burn it down. I think that Seth Rollins is going to win. Simply because I just feel like the story is going to lead to that. I'm not going to sit here and talk about contracts or whatever, or what may have you. I just feel like from a story perspective, Seth Rollins winning would just make the most sense. This is the first time we've seen a face as an actual face in a WrestleMania main event for the Universal Championship. Mm-hmm. Why not give the face the title?
I'm going to hit you guys with a Vince Russo swerve. I think Brock Lesnar is going to retain. If you... I'm not thinking with my heart, because I'm not saying this with my heart. If I was saying this with my heart, it would be Seth Rollins all the way. But with my head, knowing the kind of person that Vince McMahon is and knowing the kind of swerves that he's hit us with before,
right,
I think that there are a lot of baby faces on this show winning, and I think that he's going to dilute them with some heels. And with that being said, I could see Brock Lesnar retaining the championship. I could even see somebody, now, I could see it, I don't think it's going to happen, but somebody had the idea of Roman, out of nowhere, hitting Seth with a spear, allowing Brock to pin him to retain the title as a way of, payback.
That would be interesting.
That would be whoa.
That would be whoa, because
that would, it's just that's the only Vince Russo thing to do. It's just you get him back, he's finally a babyface after all these years. Oh, turn him heel.
Because that would mess with some people.
Sure. Yeah, I would be what?
I would start a slow clap. I would then be I
think the people would kind of cheer for Roman, but then they'd really hate him after that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But all right. Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins. Coming up next, we have the WWE Championship, the second of the 3 main events on the show. WWE Championship, the new Daniel Bryan defending against Kofi Kingston.
I think this is going to be a Kofi Kingston victory.
Let me explain something to y'all. I'm going to be crying all weekend.
Oh, yeah, big facts.
Because when Johnny wins, I'm going to be ah! When Sasha Banks and Bayley retain, I'm going to be crying too.
And then when Kofi wins.
Man, I'm just going to
throw up the fist. Because that's just what it is. I mean, my whole thing is, and usually in this predicament, I would say there's going to be a swerve. But I feel like because of just the way that the story's been built, at this point, there is no turning back.
If you swerve 80,000 people in the MetLife Stadium, Vince McMahon, Don't even try.
This is like the swerve you don't do. Like, out of all the chances to turn left and right, it's just like, no. We just need you to stay on this straight and narrow path. You have it right? Just stay here. I feel like Kofi's going to win.
Yeah, Kofi Kingston's
going to win.
Finally.
I don't know if he's going to hold the title for a long time, but your boy about to...
I don't think he would hold it for a long time either.
But I feel like your boy is going to hold it for a hot minute.
I do. I can see like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe even all the way to Toronto.
Yeah. So. Have some good defenses, I definitely feel like it's his time. Now the next match.
Maybe Big E, turns on him.
Oh my God. That would break my heart.
And next, the first ever women's main event in the history of WrestleMania. You have the Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair versus the winner of the 2019 Women's Royal Rumble, Becky Lynch. After all the BS, after all the convoluted storytelling, after the fake knee injury that was gone for a week, then came back for 2 months, after relinquishing and then getting back the title, we are finally here. Who do you have and why?
Becky Lynch is going to be the woman, the man that takes it all.
Oh yeah, it's a winner takes
all.
All match.
Charlotte became the SmackDown Women's Champion on SmackDown in a match against Asuka, which is a great match, by the way. But I do believe that Becky's going to...
I think Charlotte Flair is going to win.
I think Becky Lynch is going to win. I know you don't even believe that.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. Becky Lynch, I mean, after everything,
they just better do it.
It's just like, Becky Lynch has earned this at this point. It's just like, she gets the championship and she should hold the title. And she's going to win both titles. I feel like it just needs to be Becky Lynch. That's it. So yeah, that is our WrestleMania preview.
That's a WrestleMania preview.
So real quick, right before we're done, earlier this week, Amazing Red, somebody that you may or may not have heard of, he is officially retiring from the wrestling business. And me personally, if you don't know, he runs a school in Queens called House of Glory Wrestling School. It's like right on the cusp of Queens and Brooklyn. It's like really weird. So I just want to say, from somebody that he only trained me for about 4 months because I, left for kind of reasons. But I just want to say, from somebody who's actually been in a room with him, just thank you for all your contributions to the wrestling business. Like, all honesty, 90% of the moves that you see on WWE television, on,
Impact, Ring of Honor, New Japan.
Ring of Honor, right, anywhere. New Japan, all of these places. 90% of that is, the moveset or moves that Amazing Red has created. And, just a huge thank you to everything that you've done. On my first day at House of Glory, I came in, we cracked a joke. You cracked a joke, and I immediately felt kind of chill, at ease. Oh, okay, cool. I can be here.
Right.
I can come here and learn. And he's somebody, he's so real. He's so, he's somebody that will give you, the 100% real how he feels about a situation. And, he's somebody that won't boss you around, but he will, he's not with the BS. Get it together or get out. And that's someone that I could really respect. And I'm, really looking forward to returning to House of Glory within the next couple of months and, learning more from Amazing Red and being able to go into WWE and saying, yeah, my training was Amazing Red. Being able to brag about that, because oh yeah, Amazing Red trained me, hello. But thank you from both of us here at Culture 316, including Whitney and Nora, so all 4 of us here at Culture 316. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for the wrestling business. We truly appreciate it.
Yeah. So, also be sure to follow him, Heroes Inc. Podcast. It's everywhere that podcasts are going to be available at. But yeah, hope to see you guys next week.
I hope to see some of you guys at WrestleMania.
Yeah, absolutely, because we're gonna be there later today on Sunday.
Don't talk about us because we wearing the same outfit in 2 different videos.
Absolutely, it's about efficiency.
Because y'all dirty.
And I do laundry as well. So.
Exactly, it's called the washing machine.
But anyway, we'll see you guys on the flip side.
Bye, Dusties.